Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I have a bit of an announcement. First of all, I have been playing again lately. Took a long break there for a while, but invariably the game has drawn me back into it. It's a nice way to pass the time sometimes, and a challenging way. Secondly, I've been apprehensive and disappointed about the YouTube platform for quite a while, and I think I will begin to transition my channel over to minds.com. I'll put the link in the description. YouTube has recently come out with some new policies which I disagree with. They are demonetizing politicized videos and basically clamping down on freedom of speech, which I do not support. So I will withdraw my content from their channel. Minds is an up-and-coming competing social network video platform that's pretty easy to sign up for. It's still in beta. I haven't quite figured out the platform yet, but I'm going to try and transition over there. So I think I'll finish up the run of Slooglenorth, I think it was, and then we're going to retire this channel. I'll leave what I have up here, and I might eventually withdraw it, but I'll leave what I have up here for now and continue my runs on minds.com, and I encourage you all to create an account there and start to hopefully support a site that is dedicated to freedom of speech. In this day and age, it's becoming increasingly important to support. So let's get started. I have absolutely no idea where I left off here. It's been, what, 5 months? And I'm out of practice, so this run might end pretty quickly. But let's see where we are. Oh, and it comes from a previous version of Crawl as well. Okay, so it looks like we're in the Lair, and what have we completed here? We have, according to this, only done the first level of the Lair. And curiously, the Orcish Mines has been reduced to 2 levels now, but it still thinks it's 4 here. We'll see what we can find. Spells, we have Magic Dart. It looks like I started as a Conjurer here. Battle Sphere. Okay, that's a good assortment of spells to get through the Lair. Items, I have a Scimitar, Leather Armor, Cold and Fire Resistance, Rings of Stealth, which I can probably drop, Magic Regeneration, which is a pretty good amulet to have, I suppose, for a wizard. Might trade that out for something else. There's some unidentified potions, and do we have the scrolls to identify them? Apparently not. Okay, so let's clean out our inventory a little bit. Why aren't I transitioning to Troll Leather Armor? Why did I leave it there? Maybe because this armor is enchanted already. But we do have 3 scrolls of enchant armor. Well, let's leave it for now. We can always come back later. And we'll put the scrolls of enchant armor beside it. And drop some of these worthless wands, I suppose, although I don't know why I didn't do that before. Disintegration is always handy. Let's drop these Rings of Stealth too. We'll put our jewelry in this pile. Any potions we don't need? We could probably use them all, as our armor class is 20, which is reasonable. What are we training here? Spellcasting, conjurations, and armor. I'm under the sneaking suspicion that I've already completed the Lair, considering how well leveled I am at this point. I'd like to get fighting up as well, but let's leave it there for now. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so Mystic Blast is always coming in handy. We are a Sif Muna worshipper. Our invocations is at 0, so we're probably going to want to get that up. We don't need spellcasting at the moment. We could even turn off conjurations for a little while. As that's, I think most of our conjuration spells should be maxed out by now. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're back. I don't know why I'm telling you I'm leaving, because you probably wouldn't know if I didn't mention it. Okay, so Mystic Blast is not maxed out, so it might be wise to leave Conjurations on for a little bit. Armor 9, I believe, is good enough to mitigate all the effects of armor. So let's put on dodging, and I suppose we'll train 3. We don't need invocations up that high, but it's handy to have. Just put on Pell Missiles and use our Mystic Blast there. And let's check out these boots. We have no boots at the moment, so these are bound to be better than nothing. It does seem like my magical capacity is somewhat low here, so we're going to have to be careful. And where did he go? He must have fallen down that hole. Okay, we have a new spell book here. Nothing that is screaming out at me that we need to memorize right now, although Bolt of Fire would be pretty handy to have. Oh, and there's the wolf back. Luckily our Mystic Blast handled, or our Battle Sphere handled him very easily. It should take care of these blink frogs as well. Oh, but here comes a Hydra. Alright, we're in a bit of a situation here. Let's back off and head for the exit, I believe. That takes care of the Hydra. Okay, now we can take care of the blink frogs. We're going to raise intelligence. It's only at 19, which is pretty low. Okay, let's get some food in us and rest up until the blink frogs interrupt us again. So it appears we need scrolls of identify. Oh, here comes a assortment of critters. We're going to use Mystic Blast until that Black Mamba is taken care of. I even forgot what they were called. I haven't been familiar with the game in so long. And we're just going to rely on our Mystic Blast here to get us through most of the lair, or our Battle Sphere. Here's another cloak. Let's take care of the Black Mamba first, and any attendant mice that might be traveling with him. Renew focus on the Spiny Frog, and finish him off with a Mystic Blast. The mouse can be taken care of with the Scimitar, and we can recover our mana while doing so. We have a decent cloak. Let's see what this one is. Poison resistance. Well, we're already poison resistant, so as delightful as I would usually be to find that, I am not now, since we're a gargoyle. It has been quite a while, and I'm a little out of practice both at making videos and playing the game. So I hope you'll excuse me if the sound level needs tweaking. And this is probably going to be restricted to a 30-minute video. Although I always say that and I always go over time. Okay, here we are, and there's our friend the Hydra from level 2. We are miscasting, strangely enough. Why are we miscasting? What's the failure rate on Battle Sphere? 6%. Shouldn't be miscasting that much. Yeah, charms might be worthwhile to get up, but dodging is always going to help at this point. I'm tempted to turn off conjurations and get charms up a little bit. Although 6% isn't a bad failure rate. My reliance on Battle Sphere is standing toe-to-toe with a Hydra for a turn. My reliance on Battlesphere is such that it's pretty vital to have it working, and since it costs 5 mana, there's another Hydra. We're just going to Mystic Blast him and retreat to a safe location and cover our mana. Elephants on level 3 of the Lair. Luckily there's a staircase nearby. Let's expend all our mana at the oncoming horde, and we didn't make the staircase. We're almost starving. We're going to have to do a loop-de-loop here and run around and hope that we can get ahead of the elephants enough to climb the stairs, and that failed. So let's try again. Now we are starving, which means we're slower. I hope. Let's walk in the teleportation trap. There we go. That was a handy escape. If not, I would have eaten the royal jelly, but my food clock ran out pretty quickly, which tells me that we need more intelligence and spell casting. And another Hydra. This is not an easy third level of the Lair. Elephants and Hydras all over the place. Oh, there's so many things I want to raise. Okay, invocations can go off now because that is somewhat serviceable. I'd like to get up to 5 just out of some weird dedication to round numbers. And we're going to put on fighting to get our hit points up since they're fairly low. Should be a good source of XP. We're at 4.9. And our Battlesphere extinguishes itself at the most inopportune time there. I'm going to try and use my scimitar here, which was successful. Although we lost a lot of hit points. Alright, we're at 5.1, which for some reason to me is better than 4.8. We'll get charms up to 6, which is coming up. And then I think we want to turn on some spell casting. Hunger is something I usually don't pay attention to as much as I should. And I want to anticipate failure in that area. Ooh. That was a nasty hit. I need revenge. There we go. Charms is at 6. That should be more serviceable than 5. Spellcasting, and I just forgot we are Sif Moon a worshipper, so I should have some sort of spell or some sort of magic school being trained, and here come the elephants. Do I have any scrolls of teleportation? I do. Okay, I can start to fight here, but I imagine there's more elephants coming, or I can run and get into a better position. The dungeon floor is almost clear here. I'll start off with a couple magic darts in the interest of saving mana, and here come more elephants, so let's run. Not a good idea to run into blank spots in the map. What else can we do here? Flight, curing, lignification's not going to help too much, although I could probably take a good number of them with that. Stealth. Why am I wearing sustain attributes? Probably because I have nothing better. Poison blowgun would do some damage. Wand of random effects is probably nearly drained. It's been zapped 35 times. I have to break up this elephant pack. Let's quaff a potion of haste here. That will help. Okay, let's get ahead of them, and now we can begin to fight a little more effectively. And that took nearly all my mana to kill one of them, so let's retreat to the dungeon floor above us. Well, one elephant down, our food clock is running out, so let's eat that pizza. See if we can draw him off. I don't mind being adjacent to one elephant. I don't think that's going to bother me too much if half your health is not being bothered. But that's why we're raising fighting. So we're up to 64. And that's one of the problems with the Gargoyle. Now we're in a bad position. Our back is to the water, so let's get into a better position. And it looks like the elephant herds have broken up, so I'm going to use a combination of Magic Dart and Mystic Blast and even my Scimitar to take him down. Okay. There are definitely more elephants on the floor somewhere, so let's go hunt them down. They're valuable sources of XP. Oops. I think it might be possible that a long break was good for my game, as I seem to be less reflexive and more patient in what I'm doing here. Oops, I accidentally casted Battlesphere again, wasting 5 mana. So maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, I think that's probably all the elephants that we need to bother with. Do we have resistance to cold? I believe we do, and we're wearing it. It's good. Do we have magic mapping? Yes. Should we head for the cold subvault? Well, a book of summonings could prove useful. Let's see what it offers us. Shadow creatures. Shadow creatures is always a good spell, but and it's useful all through the game. Maybe I'll get that. Oops. Zurug. We're okay on mana, so let's open with a Magic Dart. Our Repel Missiles is on. He's taking some damage, but as long as our Repel Missiles holds up, we'll continue to use my Magic Dart. Half his health is gone. I miscast Battlesphere again. How? Now it's time to channel some mana. I'm not sure if I have this macroed or not. Yes, I do. Okay. Back to Magic Darts, and down he goes. A shiny Scale Mail. Well, am I going the wrong way? I am. Scale Mail might be usable. I might graduate to Ring Mail eventually. But we're not training armor now, and we need the cold resistance, and our armor class is 24. Whoa. So let's stick with the leather armor, since we're fighting cold monsters here. I'm not too worried about standing toe-to-toe with them. And we'll recover our mana before we head in there. Alright, I'm glad we did that. Battlesphere up. Mystic Blast. Let's back ourselves into a corner and Mystic Blast them to get the effects of the radiating damage here. Ouch. One more. And Scimitar work for the last guy. Good. Thank God for cold resistance. Phantom Mirror, we probably won't be able to make use of. Oh, that magic regeneration is probably coming in handy. No wonder my mana's been recovering so well. Oh, I just took it off too, so it's not attuned anymore. Okay. Oh, what am I wearing now? Reflection. What does Reflection do? Blocks some incoming attacks and can even reflect in blocked range attacks. Well, don't I already have that with my Repel Missiles? I think... I'm not familiar with these amulets, but I think I'll stick with mana regeneration, even though it will probably be useless for the remainder of this level. So, I'm just going to eat something just in case. Okay, everything here looks good except for the 2 statues. Let's get our battle sphere up. Oh. Oh boy. Focus on this one first. Good. I would think some of these would disappear. Let's back off. Okay, most of them did. Good. Time to channel some mana in the corner here. And get out of this cloud. And take down the statue as quickly as possible. Do I have disintegration? Yes, I do. That did nothing. Nothing. Alright, continue to hammer away at it and... Whew. Alright, another narrow escape. That's probably a Scimitar of Cold. It's probably a Staff of Cold. And that's a Royal Jelly. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's see what the staff is. Oops. Staff of Poison. We certainly don't want that. Let's see what the Scimitar is. Scimitar Protection. Well, that's certainly better than our +3 Scimitar. Now our armor class is up to 29, which makes us more or less a Minotaur Juggernaut. Let's turn off spellcasting and get dodging. Our defensive skills are good, but we have enough in the way of magical power now that I'm not too worried about lacking in that area. Let's use the Scimitar here, testing out our new armor class. Wow. We could tab through them all. Orb of Destruction is definitely what we want here. Bolt of Cold and Bolt of Fire might come in handy for later. One of the summoning spells, maybe Shadow Creatures or Demon, but we're definitely getting Orb of Destruction now. (21% castable). That could get better, and it will with our conjurations being raised. A weak and pathetic Hydra there. Easy to take down. We're picking up a lot of new scrolls here. Okay. I have no doubt I can get through the rest of the lair with these tools in hand. But let's just check our scrolls, see if we've missed anything. Oh, we just fell through a shaft. Great. Well, I'm not too worried about it. I would like to get upstairs and finish what we started up here. Which isn't much by the looks of it. Okay, let's check our scrolls. This one is Random Uselessness. What did we want? We wanted Identify, didn't we? Let's identify some of these potions. Cure Mutation. Are we mutated? Just the normal Gargoyle mutations. We have another scroll of Enchant Armor, so it might be wise to switch over to the Troll Leather. We could really enchant that up and have regeneration. Although Protection from Cold certainly proved useful. We can really enchant up our Scimitar here, which is a protected Scimitar, and we can train up our long swords and become fairly dangerous from a melee standpoint. There's a lot of options here, but what we wanted to do was identify the rest of these potions. We only had one identify scroll, is that it? Alright. I'd really like to get some more spots in my inventory here. Let's test them out. I knew it. Alright, well the intelligence is bad, but the toenails and agility are good. However, we're going to have to waste one of our cure mutations. And let's just drop these mutation potions. Oh! I drank it. I didn't. I drank it. Alright. I wanted space in my inventory. Clear it up. So bye-bye to all the cure mutations and drop, please, the rest of these mutation potions. There. Okay. Now I can casually quaff the rest of my potions, knowing there's absolutely no danger. Okay, potion of experience. What are we going to pour it into? I'd like to pour it into a single attribute. It's not doing much good with conjurations. It won't do much with spellcasting. 2 points is significant. Short blades. Oh, not short blades. Long blades. Why not? That'll make my scimitar more serviceable. It's adding to my armor class. Dodging would be nice to... No, we'll just put it into the long blades, I suppose. And that gives us another avenue of attack. Okay, good. And now we can fly. Which we will do. Let's continue to quaff potions. Maybe we'll get a beneficial mutation, which will be nice. And, you know, I was actually going to mention that I've been getting a lot of potions of experience lately before quashing that potion of experience. And it always happens. A random number god is a very weird thing. And I really should have said something, and then I could actually prove that I was thinking about it, but we don't need the potions of flight anymore since we can fly with impunity. We do need scrolls of identify. Let's hope we find some down here. Ugh, I hate these guys, but they're reasonably easy to take out with Battlesphere. Okay, Mr. Wisp. Let's just choose another staircase to go down. Rupert's. Fancy meeting you here. I think the first thing to do would be to... Can he see invisible? Yes. We have Rupert and a Hydra. We don't want to deal with both of these, so let's choose yet another staircase. I almost didn't see the Hydra over there. Okay, there's Rupert's again. And the Hydra. Might as well take a couple pot shots and try and get rid of one of them. Oh no. Oh no. We're paralyzed. And Rupert's berserk. He's killed our Battlesphere. It's going to tear through us pretty easily. We can move again. Okay, do we have blinking? Yeah. That is what we're going to employ. And up we go. A handy escape from Rupert here. Luckily I came out of my paralysis as quickly as I did. Okay, looks like the first door down was probably the best one. So let's go back to that. Which one was it? Was it that one? Yeah, I think so. Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can take him out with just a scimitar. Ooh, it's causing frightful damage, so let's eat something. Rest up and continue on, being very wary of Rupert as we do so. You know what's good for Rupert is the Orb of Destruction. So how castable is that? Still 24. Okay. Fighting and dodging have to go off. We're going to have to rely on this orb at some point. So let's get it more castable. No, oh, push up. How fortuitous. And I think I'm immune to petrification, yes. We found another potion of cure mutation. It's nice to have, since I wasted the last 2 of them. Let's back off a little bit. I don't know where that boulder beetle went. I think we can fairly safely tab through these guys. Okay. We are on floor 5 of the lair. It's proven to be a fairly difficult lair so far. I like how auto eat is enabled. God, these boulder beetles are tough. It's all my mana on them. This is why I need... Good God. Wow. This is why I need Orb of Destruction castable. That was ridiculous for one boulder beetle, and it's still only at 21%. And there's Rupert. Okay, here we go. Good, it casted. Let's take a look around the map for the nearest exits. It's right down there. I can't go invisible. I can haste though, however, which will come in handy. Good. Rupert took one orb hit. So let's try another. Good. And now he's dead. Beautiful. Our degeneration is worn off. We have a glowing ringmail, which might be worth checking out. And there's another boulder beetle. Let's dodge him. Let him resume his normal form. And hit him with an orb. Curiously, every Orb of Destruction cast has been successful. But all my Battlesphere casts are unsuccessful. Alright, well, it's been 32 minutes. We're going to leave it here, and we'll see you next time. I'll finish out this run again on YouTube, and then transition over to mines.com. We will see you there. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.